Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Waxing Table podcast. I'm Michaela. Thanks for joining me today. Okay, y'all, I know, don't come for me. I know it's been a little bit since I've come out with an episode, but life has been lifing, and I'll get into that here in just a bit. But before we get started, I just want to say thank you again for joining me today. I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button on the platform that you were listening to. Hit the follow button if you're on Spotify, Apple, whichever platform that you are on. I would greatly appreciate that. Also, I am on YouTube for those of you guys who do not know. If you look up The Waxing Esthetician, that is my page. I have the episodes of the Waxing Table podcast that are uploaded on there. The link is down in the show notes. So you guys subscribe. I have so many things that I'm actually like looking forward to. I have a lot of video like content, more long form content, some waxing content, some education, maybe some vlogs. Who knows? If y'all want the vlogs, I'll definitely send them. But yeah, subscribe to that channel and I would love for you to not miss a thing that is coming out soon. Okay, so this episode is going to be really laid back and very chill, you guys. So I really just want to like update y'all on my life lately. And a lot is going on in my life. I just turned 30, we're moving. I just hired a business coach. My kids are transitioning, like I'm moving my business. Everything is going on in my life right now. And that's okay, but I just wanted to share what's happening. And at the end, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of like, or just share some tips and things that I've learned in my 30 years of life. And I look forward to sharing that with y'all at the end of the episode. So, okay, so life update number one, we're moving. So we're moving 5 hours away. My business is here in Lubbock, and we're moving back home to Dallas. And that has been a really big transition in my life. And I really appreciate you guys being so supportive and just giving me just the right words to say, honestly, because this is a scary thing. This is a very scary thing. And I am like right now, I'm in this position where like I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know where I'm going to be renting renting a suite from. I don't know. I've looked a little bit here and there, but I'm not sure. But also I'm excited to find out. Like I'm excited to like look around and see the area that I'm going to be in. So yeah, we're moving and I'm finishing up with clients in the next like 2 weeks. So I'm saying my goodbyes and it's so hard, especially when clients have been with you from the beginning. They've been with you from your day one. You know what I'm talking about, like those clients who've been riding for you since day one, okay? So it's definitely have been a little bit challenging and just emotional. It's been an emotional thing to move away. And, me and my husband, we built and grown our family, and we've been comfortable in our own house, our own space. But now that we're about to move, we're moving in with family, and that is going to be a dynamic that I have never had to, go through before, not with an entire family, you guys. Like, now moving in with a family of five. So in this moving process, it's been a lot of that I'm learning, but I'm also really enjoying the journey of it. We've been doing renovations on my family's garage that we'll be staying at, and it's been a challenge. I've never done like a demo before, y'all. Like when I talk about like a garage, a two-car garage filled with all types of stuff, having to move everything out of the garage, having to clean the garage, wipe things down, and like really put in work, y'all. It's been tough. Um, but I've learned so much. I've learned how to properly like, you know, seal in holes and patch things up and paint and wash walls and clean, like get down to the gritty. Um, So this makes me really excited about like whenever I get my own space. If I have to do renovations, I'm like, okay, I know how to do certain things. So that gives me confidence. See, there's lessons in everything, you guys, like for real. So yeah, that has been the big thing. Moving. So we'll be officially moved in, I believe like May like 1st or 2nd, something like that. I'll be in Mexico during like when my family's when my husband's actually like moving officially. But yeah, that's what's the big one of the big things happening over here in my land. So there's that, and then I have also like been in the process of, well, going back to the move really quick. So we're moving and I have so much stuff that like currently that I have in my closet, around the house, all that stuff. And like because we'll be living with family, we don't have much room to bring so many things with us. And it's been a challenge to actually like go through my clothes, go through like, just random like accessories, random like things that you have just around the house and be like, I've had this for so long. Have I actually used this in the past like 6 months? If not, it's just collecting dust. And that is something that is becoming easier and easier to understand that sometimes you have to like get rid of the old things to make room for something new. And the concept of that is extremely beautiful, but the process of it sometimes can be really like uncomfortable and yucky. It's like I have this emotional attachment to certain things, um, that I'm like, okay, that I'm really like it's realizing. And so, but it's just an emotional attachment that comes from a deeper place. And so, like, having to navigate that and having to figure that out, it's like, okay, why do I really want to hold on to this piece of, you know, whatever it is? Um, so that's been a really good lesson that I've been learning and just something that I've been challenging myself to just be like, okay, let's start over. If I really want to, step into this new season of my life, this is literally me starting over from the beginning. And I have to be okay with getting rid of so many things that I thought I loved or that I was attached to, so that I can make room for those bigger and better things that I know that I want as well. So that's been a whole lesson, y'all, in this moving process. And so what is it that you are holding on to that you know in your heart you have to get rid of in order to make room for something greater? I challenge you to think on that. Okay, this next update, you guys, is the big update. I turned 30. Yes, I turned 30. And I don't know, some people don't think it's a big deal, but it's a huge deal. Like 30, I'm in an entire new decade, y'all, and like I want to cry right now. Wow. And take a moment because I'm getting teary-eyed. Um, Turning 30 is what's something I've been looking forward to this year, but also kind of like in a scared way, like, oh my gosh, 30 seems so old and it seems so daunting and it seems such like a big age. Like we put so much pressure, or maybe I put so much pressure on myself to be at a certain level by a certain age because of social media, because of what people say. But I think I really started to fall into that a little bit. And I've been grieving my 20s behind the scenes, y'all, like kind of just crying low key because I'm like, man, 20s gone. No more 20s. Um, but you know what? I'm actually happy. I feel so good. I'm embracing a new era of confidence within myself. Like I've given birth to three whole children. Two of them were twins. Like, can everybody say that, y'all? For real. I have an entire business that I'm running, that I'm learning, that I'm growing through. And I am moving my business. I'm moving my entire life. I'm shifting so many things within this 30-year-old self right now. And it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Um, and so, I'm really taking my health seriously. I'm working out at the gym. I'm doing my yoga. Now, I'm not consistent. Well, I'm consistent, but I'm not at the point where I really would want to be, but I'm making progress. But it's the mindset, that I'm like, I have to do this because I have to take care of myself. And one of the reasons that I started working out is because I have a really bad hip and my joints are just like in my left hip. It really got damaged after I had my twins 2 years ago. And I had my C-section. Like, during childbirth, our hips already adjust as women. But this recovery was really challenging. It's the hardest thing I've done to date, you guys. And it really took a toll on my body, for real. It took a toll on it. And so I started taking my health seriously because my body depends on it. I really want to be healthy and I want to be strong and I want to be able to lift things without struggling through them and like pulling a muscle or something. So, yeah. And so, I'm also tapping into hobbies outside of work, you guys. I am a musician, I'm an artist, and I don't share that with you guys online just because I haven't figured out how to do that. Or even if I really want to, because I'm really personal about it. But I sing, I'm learning the guitar. I love to paint, even though I am not really that good at it. But I love to write, you guys. I love to write. I love poetry. I love just looking at going to art museums, and I'm really artsy. And um, so I've been embracing that and I've been truly stepping into it and being so intentional about making sure that I have a full life. Because it got to a point, y'all, where like I was just working and going home. Working, going from work, go pick up my daughter from school, go home, watch the kids, do dinner, and all the things with my husband and it just got so like tiring. So I'm just like, there's got to be more. So I really just started taking my hobbies and the things that I love to do outside of anybody else. I started taking it seriously and I love it. I'm like, why did I, stop for so long? But I'm also learning to give myself grace because life happens. I had children, I've had depression, I've had anxiety, I've had this longing of feeling like I have no purpose. So now that I'm finally getting back into that, it feels so good. It feels wonderful, you guys. Like it feels so good. So if you have hobbies, um, tap into them truly. If you remember that you used to love to skateboard when you were in high school and you don't own a skateboard now, years later, get back into it. Go purchase a skateboard, go follow some people who love to skateboard, and get back into the you that makes you feel whole. Also, I'm being very intentional about my friendships now that I'm 30. My circle has definitely changed, and the people that I'm close with has definitely, shifted a little bit. Um, but I'm learning to not feel bad for that and understand that people grow in different ways and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. Everyone has a different journey and everyone has a different path. But now I'm just really being very intentional about them and choosing who I allow close to me is, so important. I was reading this book and it was talking about you are like the five people that you hang around with the most. And I know that I have goals to be one day a six-figure business owner. I want to travel the world. I want to open up different businesses. I have other dreams and other goals. And are the people around me, are they in that mindset as well? Are they helping me grow? Are we, giving and sharing with each other? Are we, what is it that the dynamic look like? And not to say that, people who don't have those goals aren't, worthy. But I just know that like in order to get to certain places in your life, you have to surround yourself with people that are in the same direction or in that think big just like you. So I'm just very intentional now. I truly am. And I love that for me. And I want that for you and for everyone as well. Okay, so now I'm going to shift and I'm going to share with you guys a few lessons that I've learned kind of leading up into my 30s. And it kind of goes, hand with what I was just sharing about just turning 30 and all of the fun things that come with being 30. The first thing that I want to share is number one, it's okay to say no. Let's run that back real quick, okay? It's okay to say no without the guilt part of it, okay? You don't have to be rude about it. You don't have to be mean. You can still be kind. But be very firm in your no, and that's okay. It goes hand kind of along with like taking care of yourself. Sometimes saying no is for your own mental health. And a lot of the time saying no to someone or to something has everything to do with yourself and nothing to do with them. And if that person takes your no the wrong way or they get upset, then that's something that they have to deal with within themselves. And it's key to not feel bad or feel guilty and guilt tripped into doing something just out of obligation. But, got to take care of yourself. So I learned to say no, you guys. And it's hard because, you want to please everyone and make everyone happy and make everyone, like who you are. But that's just not reality, unfortunately. So I'm getting comfortable with saying no, you guys. Okay, the second thing is,
hey, Esty Bestie. Okay, so let's be real. We all know that the wax you use can make or break your business. Are you struggling to find the right wax? Is your current wax breaking and leaving hairs behind? Well, honey, I got you because Nova Wax is here to rescue you from the headache. Nova Wax is low temperature, never breaks, and will cut your waxing time in half. Use code Thewaxingesthetician to save 15% off on your order. Come join the Nova fam.
the second thing is growth is uncomfortable, but necessary. So remember what I was just sharing with you guys about us renovating the garage. And my husband, he's so amazing at just getting things done. He's such a manly man and I love it. He just gets stuff done and I'm just like, yes. But sometimes that can become a crutch for me and I can just allow him to take on everything and that's not fair. So a part of my growing is, sharing the load. So when this whole renovation garage that we're doing came to play, I told myself, I was like, and I told him, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be there for you. And I'm going to be there with you in this process. And I've been here there every step of the way. I was there cleaning. I was there moving stuff to storage. I was there with him with the U-Haul. Been there cleaning and painting and doing all the work. And I think my past self would have shied away from it and been like, you know what? No, that's too hard. Like I've never done that before, so I'm gonna stay in the never have done that before and not do it. And that's not a way to grow. That's not a good way to think. It's not healthy. And you'll never get to a point of, growth if you don't go through that discomfort. So I'm learning so much. And every time a new challenge faces me, I tell myself what I'm going to do first and then allow my emotions to come into play. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to help with the garage. I'm going to do this. And then I allowed myself to feel it. I cried. I did, y'all. Like I'm a baby sometimes and I have to be honest with myself, but um I'm committed to a different version of myself. Truly, I'm committed to learning and growing and leaving my old self behind and embarking and embracing this new baddie, okay? This new businesswoman, this new woman who handles her stuff, okay? The third thing, you guys, is how I speak to myself matters. Okay? How you speak to yourself matters. There is power in the tongue, you guys. Words have power. They truly do. If I'm continuously telling myself that I can't do this and this is too hard and I'm not going to be able to do something, then that is going to be my reality. that's going to be where I stay. And I will never grow and I will never get to another point of that. I'm just going to stay at that point. Um, so what if you replaced that? What if I continue to replace that with positive thoughts? I can still recognize the challenge, but I can still also say, you know what? I am going to be this. I'm going to do this. Um, it can be something just the most simple thing that you may think of. But words have power, you guys. And I'm challenged to always, and especially in this new season, to speak life before I speak death, speak encouragement before I speak sadness. And the mindset of that, or speaking those things really helps shift your mindset truly and your reality a lot of the times. Though something can be hard and it can be challenging, we're built to go through challenges. We're stronger than what we think we are. And once we start embracing that and speaking those things in our lives, it's going to be over, y'all. It's a game changer. So I encourage you to start speaking positive things over your life and speaking words of affirmation and scriptures and things that really help encourage you to just to have a positive outlook. That's one of the things that my business coach has been helping me with. And I'm venting to her and I'm like, I can't do this, or this is overwhelming and this and this. And she's like, you can and you will. We just got to stair step it and take one step at a time. And something just simply just saying that really helps kind of calm me down. It's strange, but it's the truth. So speak positive things into your life, you guys. Positivity is what reigns, okay? Okay, so the fourth thing that I'm going to share is I don't have to apologize or feel guilty for the decisions that I make. So maybe that kind of goes into the saying no part of things. After I say that no, I'm not going to feel bad or feel guilty because I let someone down. Letting people down is inevitable, you guys. People let me down every day, all day. Like truly, we can't I can't put my focus in on that. So I'm going to just not apologize and I'm not going to over explain myself as to why I made a decision about something. I can respond in a very simple way and just say, hey, this is how I feel about something, and this is my decision was, and this is what I chose to do. And not carrying that burden around that just makes you feel guilty about everything. So, um, let's break it down really quick about when it comes to your policies and your business, right? Policies are there to protect our business. Policies are there to make sure we, at the end of the day, have money coming in. They're not personal. The saying is that goes, it's not personal, it's just business. Truly, that's what it is. Um, Say you have a client who either no shows you or shows up late, cancels last minute, and you have to enforce that cancellation policy because it's been clear from the beginning. Um, Choosing to step into the boss mentality and say, this is what I'm going to do because it protects my business, and taking your personal feelings out of it is the not apologizing for the decisions that you make. Um, Communicating to that client, this is a policy, and if this is what it is, point blank, period. Car's going to be charged, your car's going to be charged, or whatever, whatever you have it, and not allowing yourself to feel bad because of someone else's decision. Because at the end of the day, it's about you. Most of the time, it's about you, not in a selfish way, but it's about you choosing the type of life that you're creating for yourself. So it can be a hard sometimes, especially when it comes to like family and when you're close to people. It's like, yeah, you're so giving, or I'm so giving in ways that I choose to be. But in other ways, sometimes I can't. So yeah, guys, not apologizing for your decisions or feeling guilty about it is key. Okay, so the fifth thing that I'm sharing with you guys that I've been learning and that I've learned in my 30 years of life is releasing my idea of what control may be. Okay, I'm gonna tell on myself right now. I can be very controlling. I can be like my way or not or no way. But over the years, my heart has been softened and I've worked through so many things through counseling and just this awareness now that I have that things aren't always about me. Um, but being comfortable with the idea of I cannot control everything. We can't control things. We can't control people, circumstances. Life happens. And so I'm having to release what I thought our move would be like. I'm having to release what I thought marriage would be like. I'm having to release what I thought friendships would be like. And choosing to say, okay, this is what I'm going through and I'm going through this for a reason. So embark on it and think about it and embrace it. For example, in this situation, my husband loves playing video games. Just a gamer, y'all, for real. And he has certain types of games that he really leans into more. And I forgot what they're called specifically. But they're the games where it's kind of like you're free roaming. There's no like, here's a set of rules. We're gonna do a race and there's a finish line and you got to get this to go to this and all this kind of stuff. There's no like particular rules in the games that he likes to really play. He likes games that you discover what's happening within the game. And this new game that he's been really into lately, he explained to me why. He loves it. He just loves the discovery aspect. He loves just kind of going with the flow and kind of learning what's to come. And that moment was like, I don't know, him saying something so simple like that really hit to me. And I thought about the type of video games that I've played or that I like to play. What I like to play is racing games or there's shooting games because I know there's a time frame to it and then it's over. But this idea of like allowing a video game to just happen and unfold, like the story happening, you know, while you're playing, is something that hit me because I was like, you know what? I've never played a game like that, and I would find that so hard and challenging because like where's the end? Like I need to know exactly what it is that I'm about to discover. But you know, that's the beauty of life sometimes. Sometimes that's just like the beauty of the journey. The beauty of this journey of moving and starting over. Like I feel like I'm planning things, but things are not going according to plan. And I'm being challenged to release that, to be okay with that. And not get upset when things don't work out or not get upset when things don't go the way that I think they should. I do think it's important to recognize it. But verbiage is everything and our mindset is everything when it comes to these things. When it comes to certain things in life that you're challenged with. So when it comes to this video game analogy, I am trying to keep that mindset about just releasing control in my idea of what I think how something should be. The sixth thing and the last thing that I want to share with you guys that I'm learning and that I'm choosing to reflect on is embracing my body in all of its forms. So my body has gone through so much, you guys. It has gone through childbirth. It has gone through that's the biggest things, to be honest. It's gone, my weight has fluctuated so much. I've gone through two different surgeries before, and my body doesn't look like it was when I was in my 20s, like in my teenage years, of course. Um, my stomach is still very stretched out, you guys. Like I still have a lot of skin that's just kind of like there over my tummy from when I was pregnant. My hips are not the same like I shared earlier. Um, I just have different jiggles and folds and different things that I just feel so insecure about because it just is not the same. Um, but I'm choosing to give myself grace. I'm choosing to give myself grace and not to be so hard on myself because I'm like, yo, this is life. Not everything is perfect and not everything is supposed to stay the same. And if not everything is supposed to stay the same, why is it any different than when it comes to my body? And how things are in the world, we, especially as women, we feel so pressured sometimes to look a certain way, to be a certain thing because of what's on TV, especially just as a Black woman. It's hard sometimes to feel like you are beautiful and you have value. In the way you look, the way you dress, the way just your body is. And I'm here to tell you and myself that whatever your body is going through, know that it is just for a time. And you are beautiful the way you are. You're beautiful the way you are, the way you look. And um, you have the power to change anything that you want to change on yourself. You can work out, you can, do different things that really just help you feel healthy overall. Um, and, just choose to live in your truest form. And confidence speaks loud in that way. Sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it too. You gotta fake it till you make it sometimes to to start to in order to believe what it is that you feel. So sometimes when I think it was last week, I was not feeling well, y'all. Like I was not feeling good about my body. I was not feeling good about like how my thighs look still. I'm like, I've been working out this long. My thighs should be okay, they should be swole by this point. But it's not. So, you know, that's what it is. But I was just feeling so insecure. Um, and I said, you know what? Let me stop talking. Let me just be silent for a minute. And let me just put on something cute that I have in my closet. Let me just find a cute outfit that I love to wear. Let me do my hair, put a little bit of makeup on, just spark something. The moment I did that, I was like, "Oh yes, I'm a baddie. Can't nobody tell me nothing, including myself." Okay. So sometimes you just gotta like silence your words and just do the thing that you know will help you feel the most gorgeous, the most beautiful about you. So, yeah, y'all, I have been embracing my body and I've been okay with that. So, this is a chill, like a super chill and laid back episode, but I just wanted to just share with you guys the things that I've been going through. And I hope that you found value in this. Um, I got 3 episodes left, y'all. So this one is number one. There's another one coming out with a special guest. And then that third one is going to be the last episode of season 3. And it'll work out in a good timing because I'm trying to time it to where like the last episode is before I leave to go to Mexico or that week that I leave. So because I was behind you guys, I'm going to do my best to make sure these next few episodes are back to back so that you are all caught up and we can wrap this season up so nicely. Again, thank you guys so much for being a part of the Waxing Table family. I also would love to hear back from you. I would love for you to leave a review on the platform that you were listening on, Spotify, Apple. Let me know how you're liking these episodes, and let me know also what you would love to see in future episodes. All right, you guys. Well, happy day, whatever day you're listening to this on. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. All right, take care.